Yo, yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and actually this subscriber sent a donation, so I get a lot of emails, so I don't get to everybody's question. But if you definitely want your question answered, if you want it to be a guarantee that your question will be answered, you can send a donation. Just click the link below to send me a question, and all the information will be on the page if you want to send a donation. But anyway, so this email I got, it says, "Hey Mr. Lucario, enjoyed your recent Tinder videos. I have dated around 8 women through online dating and have only had sex with 1 woman out of all of them. My batting average is that of a pitcher right now, so I'm asking for pointers to increase the percentages. One incident had me confused. Recently I went on a date with this girl who drove into the city to see me, and we enjoyed drinks at the bar. She was very flirtatious the whole night. I caressed her knee and a lot, and we were practically in each other's laps the whole night. I went in for a kiss, and it was one of the best ones I ever had, so everything sounds right. I suggested we keep the fun going by going to her spot since she works weekends. She stated, not tonight. I have to get up early in the morning. I feel this was total BS as it was only 11:30 p.m. when she said that. So she asked me, am I mad after she declined to spend a night with me, which was slick as hell. I ended the date and we never went out on another date since. I feel that I've been spending too much time asking questions, getting to know a girl I will only see once. I'm glad to have women, willing to see me, but I'm tired of not getting what I want out of the deal. Should I switch things up from spending dates getting to know a girl to relax her enough to have sex, to simply making my intentions known from jump within the first 10 minutes when it comes to apps like Tinder? I want to maximize my success with online dating. Any help is greatly appreciated. Thanks." All right, cool. All right, so we got some stuff going on here. So you're basically saying you're going out on these dates, you're trying to get some sex, and you're like, it's not happening as often as you want it to happen, right? Now, usually the reason why this stuff happens like this is because when you're dealing with a chick, when you go out with these girls and meet them off Tinder or OkCupid or whatever these other sites are, right? And, you meet up with them. In a lot of cases, you can smash that night, because usually when you're having that conversation back and forth on the website or whatever, it's sort of like y'all sort of got to know each other. Not like you really got to know each other, but it seems like you know each other. So sometimes what happens is that the chick meets you and she's already feeling comfortable around you, so then she wants to make something happen, right? But from what I'm reading, in your case, what it seems like is that when you're dealing with these chicks, you're probably coming across a little too eager to try to make sex happen. And then they can feel it. They can feel that energy, like, okay, this guy kind of has a little bit of a thirsty vibe going on. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not that the chicks don't want to really make something happen. It's just probably while you're, on the date, or you're making things go down, or you're trying to make things go down, you probably have this, you're coming across a little bit too like, oh, I need sex. You feel what I'm saying? When you're dealing with chicks, you always have to have this I can take it or leave it attitude. Do you understand? You don't want to come across like you're fiending, like you really need the shit, okay? Because that's going to come off in the way that you interact with them. Even if you don't even think that it's coming off that way, the energy that you're putting out there, they can feel it. It's something where, when you're, putting out that energy, they can just feel that feeling. They're like, okay, I see this guy, we're hanging out, I can tell he likes me, but then also I can tell that he's really just trying to make this thing happen. Do you understand? See, chicks, they want to get down also, right? But they don't want it to seem like, okay, this guy just wants to, have sex with me. You understand what I'm saying? Because even there's girls where I've met on Tinder and all this other stuff who say, oh, I'm not looking for a hookup and no hookups and no casual sex, yada, 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 yada. Do you understand what I'm saying? But then at the end of the day, when I met up with them, shit went down. Do you understand? Because they got into that feeling of wanting to do it. You feel what I'm saying? But the reason why they got into that feeling of wanting to do it was because while I was chilling there, I was sort of having that I could take it or leave it attitude. Like I wasn't coming at them like, oh, well, I'm really, really trying to have sex with you. It was just that, yeah, I'm still chilling with you. I'm still evaluating you. I'm evaluating you to see if I even want to do you. You understand? Like, I need you to sort of prove yourself to me to see if I want to actually make something happen. Do you understand? Because when you come to the interaction feeling like, okay, I want to do you, then that brings up her whole, oh, I'm not looking for a hookup defense. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because that's what they've been sort of portraying out there. Do you understand? So it's not that they won't want to hook up. It's just that the way that the whole situation is orchestrated will dictate in most cases if a chick is going to really make it happen. And that depends on how you come across in the interaction, right? So you're asking me, okay, so what's some tips that you can do or use to make it more likely that, things will go down, right? Now, like I said, you can have that take it or leave it, attitude, but also what you can do is, when you're conversing back and forth with the chick on the site, you could also tell a chick, hey, I'm just really interested in hooking up. You understand? You can say that to the chicks online. The thing is, though, in order to have success really making that happen, is that you're going to have to put in way more work online. Basically, that means that you're going to have to hit up a whole bunch of chicks. And while you're having that conversation, you got to be like, listen, I'm not really interested in like doing a whole bunch of dating, but I'm really attracted to you. So if you want to get together and hook up, let's make it happen. Now, some girls are going to actually want to do that, but it's going to be a smaller percentage because you're going to have to talk to more and more girls. Because even if a chick was even thinking about it, she doesn't want to come across looking like a slut and a whore. So even if she wanted to do that with you, some girls are just going to reject it automatically just because, or even just off of a reflex. You understand? Because a lot of times, even though chicks want to get down, just bringing it up sometimes will make her defenses go up, and then she'll probably say some stupid shit like, oh, I'm not that type of girl, and why would you ask a girl that, and don't you want to get to know somebody first, and blah, 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 blah. You understand? And also the fact that since it's online, a lot of chicks, they'll sometimes be nervous about meeting a dude who they don't really know like that yet. You understand what I'm saying? So in certain cases, they might, reject it, but it's not impossible for you to make that happen, right? So, that's one thing you could do. You can tell them straight up, hey, you want to hook up. Or the second thing you could do is, or the third thing I should say, because I was saying the other stuff from before, but the third thing you can do is build sexual tension while you're on the date with the chick without seeming thirsty. You understand? So the reason why I'm saying this, whole thirsty thing is because I want to point out something that you said in your email, right? You said, I'm looking at it again. You said that, okay, here it goes. So you said that she stated that she didn't want to do it tonight because she had to get up early in the morning. And you said, I feel this is total BS because it was only 11:30 p.m. when she said that. And then this is the part you said, so she asked me if I am mad after declining to spend the night with me. So she's basically asking you, are you mad? Right? And the reason why she's probably asking you, are you mad, was because when she said, oh, not tonight, I can't really do it tonight, whatever, you, without really even knowing it, probably had this look on your face of disappointment. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that you were actually building the sexual tension because you said y'all were kissing, you were getting a little flirty, y'all was doing all this other stuff. So, she had some interest in you. She was feeling you, right? But the thing is that, she was like, oh, not tonight. I got to do this. I got to do that, whatever. And then you probably had this sort of sad look on your face that made her ask you, oh, are you okay? Like, you upset or something? You know what I mean? So that's making you look like you're thirsty. Is making it look like she's sort of affected you like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so it's a state of mind that you have to have where you're on that I could take it or leave it shit. Because if she says, oh, I can't tonight, whatever, it's like, okay, cool, it's all good, whatever. You understand? Like, it doesn't affect you. You don't want to come across like that shit is affecting you, right? And the thing is this is the thing too, is that, this chick was actually, cooperating, right? But the funny part is that you were saying you sort of felt you wanted the sex so bad that you were sort of missing the fact that she's actually cooperating, and that you could have actually probably seen her again to make something happen. Because you got to look at what was going on. You were saying it's 11:30 at night, and she said she got to get up for work in the morning or whatever. You understand? So I don't know what time in the morning or whatever it is, but if you said she drove to see you, that means she has to drive back home, wherever the hell that is. You understand? And then get up for work. So it's like, okay, cool. You understand? So that objectively, that is an arguably good excuse. Like, look, I actually do have to get up for work, so it is what it is. Cool, whatever, because it's going on midnight. You don't know she has to get up for like 5 or 6. Now, some girls will still, get down and make it happen either way. I'm not saying they won't. But at the same time, you could say, okay, cool, it is what it is. Now, the fact that she was being cooperative with you as far as, kissing you and doing all that other stuff and showing that like she's actually into you, what you could have done was basically just set up another time for you and her to get together. And if this ever happens again, when you're in a situation where you're with a chick and she's cooperating, but you don't technically get to take her home that night, what you need to do is you need to set up another day and time at that moment. Like, don't let her just go home and whatever. Be like, okay, so cool, it's not gonna happen tonight. So listen, let's get together, this Friday or something, or, tomorrow night or whatever it is. You understand? So while she's already in that mind frame of really feeling you, you set up another time for you and her to get together so you can make it happen. You understand? Because I've been in those situations before where I met chicks, from online, Tinder, whatever it is, and sometimes you don't get to smash that night. You understand what I'm saying? So I set up another day and I say, okay, cool. So, let's get together tomorrow night, or let's get together this day. Then we get together and we make it happen. See, the problem is that, you are, you're basically nexting this chick too quick. You understand? Or you're probably nexting these girls too quick. So it will be in other situations, or you've probably been in other situations where you met these chicks all, from online or wherever. And then they were probably showing you cooperation, but since they didn't do it specifically that night, you was like, oh, fuck them and whatever, and I'm not going to call them again, because you probably looked at it as a diss, like, oh, well, they were supposed to fuck me tonight. You understand? But the thing is, if they were showing cooperation, and you could actually also make it happen on another night. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like it's the, it's not like it's the end all be all because they didn't do it that night. Now it's preferable if they do it that night. You understand? Because in certain cases, the chick, she'll want to do it, like everything is all good that night, and then later on it's a different story. But if it's a situation where it can't go down that night, try to do it for another night. You understand? So if the chick is cooperating, you don't necessarily need to call it a day with her. You don't have to next this chick so quick. Do you understand? But the thing is that, you have to understand also at the end of the day that when you're out here dating these chicks, you still have to keep going and keep talking to more women, because at the beginning of your email, you basically said, look, I've went out with 8 girls. You understand what I'm saying? And you had sex with one of them, which technically is not that bad of an average. Do you understand what I'm saying? The thing is that, if you want to basically, it's like this, right? and this goes for any guys out there. If you want to, let's say you want to fuck 10 girls, and I've said this a million times. If you want to fuck 10 girls, you got to talk to at least 100. Okay? If you want to fuck 100 girls, you got to talk to at least 1,000. Okay? Like this, that's just how it goes. Right? Until you get to the point, and I'm saying this for like dudes who, this is for you guys who are just beginning. This is for you guys that's like still working on your game. If you talk to 10 chicks and you smash one, you're doing pretty good. Do you understand? Now, once you get better at game, once you get more comfortable with yourself, once you don't give off this thirsty energy, once you are able to really authentically have this take it or leave it attitude, you understand? And you work on yourself and you work on different things, then, you're going to get yourself in a position where you can probably talk to 8 or 10 girls and then probably end up having sex with 7 or 8 of them. You understand? But the thing is that, it's still a numbers game. It's still you having to, work on yourself. And it's still you understanding that, when a chick is cooperating, try to keep that going. You understand? Don't next her so quickly. You understand? Because there's a lot of times, there's times where you probably was, you could have made it happen with the chick. And then it didn't go down because you just decided not to call her again. Now, I don't know necessarily if, you tried to hit her up or, she tried to hit you up and you just ignored it or whatever it is. But if you see the chick is cooperating, try to make something happen. If it can't happen that night, try to make it happen another night. Because when she's cooperating, if she's showing that interest, then, it's a situation that can actually, you can make something happen later on. You understand? Don't beat yourself up because it didn't happen that night. You understand what I'm saying? And if you do want it to happen more on those nights, right? Again, like I said, tell a chick straight up you want to hook up. But again, remember, it's still a numbers game, so you're going to have to talk to more girls like that. But also, make sure you build that sexual tension without, at the same time, without being, having that thirsty, needy energy going on. Because that's what it sounds like in the email, where it's like, oh, I need to have more sex. And that's coming across when you're talking to the girl. You feel me? So that's about it, guys. If you guys have any more questions, make sure you click the link below. Remember, if you send a donation, I will answer your question guaranteed. Also, go to badboymembership.com so you can get my audio program, How to Build Sexual Tension with Women, so you can learn how to build that sexual tension to make it, more likely that you will actually get sex on those nights. You feel what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. I'm out of here, guys. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.